Okay, I'm going to start this video in my closet, and this is my announcement that I am going to be running a half marathon. Now, you won't have to wait very long because this half marathon is actually what this video is about, as you know if you saw the thumbnail. But right now, as I'm filming this part, the introduction, this is the day before the half marathon. And I suppose I want to take this time to put out my disclosures, my caveats about the race, because I don't think this is going to be my best effort. Or I shouldn't say that, because I certainly will be giving it my best effort, but this isn't a goal race. I haven't been working towards this race. I decided I was going to do it last week, and in preparation I took an extra day off from running. Now, during those days off, I still did biking, I still got on the elliptical, I still went to the gym, I did weights, but I did take an extra day off of running, so I'm feeling pretty good. Now, the weather right now is absolutely atrocious, which doesn't really matter because the race isn't until tomorrow, but by atrocious, that atrocity is going to last until tomorrow. Right now, we have an incredible amount of rain. Tomorrow morning, race day, which you're going to see in just a minute, it's going to be very windy. I'm hoping that wind doesn't hold me back too much, even though I know it will. And it's going to be warm. It looks like the temperature is going to be about 71 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 21.5 Celsius, and of course, extremely high humidity. Anyway, without further ado, this is what I'm going to be wearing. Let me show you what I'm going to be wearing ahead of time. I think I am going to go with this coarser shirt. I'm in half a mind not to wear this dark grey just because if it's raining, it's going to get dark and it's going to look like it's wet, but I like it. So this is what I think I'm going to go with. On the bottom, well, if you've been following any of my race videos, you know that I usually wear these flip belt shorts just because they have the pockets running all the way around and it just lets me hold a lot of stuff while I'm running. You know, we're talking gels, we're talking the camera. I usually keep the camera in my hand, but sometimes I like to put it away for a little bit, and the flip belt shorts allow me to do that. I also think I'm going to be bringing a soft flask so I can actually carry my water with me, so I don't have to rely on stopping at the aid stations during the race. I think this is going to be something new. I think I'm going to like that. And of course, I can stash it in the flip belt shorts when I'm not drinking it. Tomorrow, I will also be racing in the On Cloudboom Echo 3. I am really excited to take these shoes out on race day. Now, I've already put out my full review and I really like how they feel on my feet. They feel fast, but tomorrow's going to be a bit of a test. Oh, and while we're here, let's talk about some predictions. I did write down on this little post-it note my predicted times from several different watches. Why not just watches? But Garmin has predicted my half marathon time at 1 hour 31 minutes and 7 seconds. That's a 6 minute and 57 minute per mile pace, or a 4 minute and 19 second kilometer. Chorus predicts my half marathon time at 1:26:47, which is a 6 minute and 37 second minute per mile, or a 4 minute and 7 second kilometer. And then Stride predicts me at 1 hour 24 minutes and 32 seconds, but that is totally out the realm of possibility. I don't think I can run that. But it also has a plus or minus of 1 minute and 41 seconds, which actually puts Stride right in line with Chorus. Now, if I'm totally honest, I don't think a 6:37 minute per mile average is doable for me at the moment. I mean, I think that is actually faster than my threshold pace, and I haven't been practicing that. And then of course we've got the temperature, the high humidity. It's just not going to be ideal race conditions. So I'm going to be very happy if I can get under 1:30. What do you think? Of course, don't bother comment what you think because I've already done it at this point. If you follow me on Strava, you've already seen what I did. But let's move this right along. Let's get to race day. Now I just have to do a transition to tomorrow with a race day. Here we go. It's race day, it's race morning. Okay, good news is it is not raining. The bad news is it's 72 degrees, which we kind of knew it was going to be that warm, but it's windy. So we've got sustained wind of 21 to 22 miles an hour with gusts up to 40 miles an hour. And that wind isn't going to go down until long after the race is over, so we'll deal with that. Luckily, this race has a lot of like up and down the lake, so while it's going to be exposed to the wind, there should be a lot of time when we actually have the wind to our back. So I'm excited. Now, I've left a little early. It's about an hour before the race. I have to stop at the bank, get some money out just in case they charge for parking. You know, I think if people are going to charge for parking, they should probably give you an option other than cash to pay for it. Now, I don't know if they're going to charge for parking, but I don't want to get there and then find out they are charging and not have any money. That's a bit of a nightmare. Okay, let's get to the race and we'll check in again. Got the money just in case, and we're off. Okay, showtime. Now I have to go and check in. I haven't actually picked up my packet or anything. I'm going to do that this morning, but it's usually quick and easy at this race. This race is put on by Elite Events. They are a great local race company. I say local, they're like Florida wide, but they always put on an epic event. It's like a big race feel. They got good swag, very organized. I just really like doing their races. They make it very easy. Hey, I do have to pay for parking. Okay. I'm glad, because I didn't know what I was going to do with this money anyway. Parking is $10. Morning. Hey, good morning.
10 please. Out of 20, it's 10 for you.
Thanks a lot.
Good luck.
Cheers. Find somewhere nice to park. Okay, there's a lot of people here already. I think I'm about an hour early. But there was also a race last night, and that race had to be postponed until this morning. So there was a Christmas or a glow run 5K last night, and because of the weather that got put off till today. So I think now there is 2 5Ks and a half marathon this morning. The car in front of me doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, let's check in when we're out there. Okay, I just checked in. I am 1176. I think you can probably hear the wind. It is howling. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to the car, put on this bib onto my singlet, and then go for, I don't know, a mile shakeout maybe? There's Lou's right across here, right across the other side of the water here, and that's like a little secret, so I can run over there, go to the bathrooms, and there won't be many people over there. So if you're ever racing at MVP, that's the place to go. All right, I'm out for a brief warm-up. I'm wearing the On Cloud Eclipse for the warm-up. If I have the desire to change my shoes at the end, I'll use them for the cool-down, but I'm using the On Cloud Boom Echo 3 as my race shoes. So I already said it, I'm excited to run in them. They seem pretty fast, but now I'm at the bathroom, so I'm gonna turn off the camera for this part of the video, and I will catch up with you right before the race. Okay, the 5K just went off. The half marathon is 5 minutes later, and luckily today I have 2 speedy guys. Got Julian and Hector. Julian is actually going to be pacing me, so I know whatever happens I'm going to be able to hold on to whatever pace I choose, or he can encourage me to keep to. Let's see, Hector is running Houston next month, so this is just a practice for him, but he's a 3-hour marathoner, so he's probably going to be running about our pace too. Yeah, excited, ready to go. I'm excited to test out these Cloud Boom Echo 3s. They're feeling really good. Nice and bouncy.
Oh yeah, I feel it.
We're going to go when the clock says 6 minutes. We're going to give him 1 extra minute home and ramble over to his scooter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Showtime. I just picked over the first mile, 6:45 average, feeling somewhat in control, especially because we're going into the wind right now. Well, kind of diagonally into the wind. It's going to get windier as we cross the lake, but so far so good. Alright, first 5K, 20 minutes 57 seconds. We got a good group. We got the resident DJ right behind us. Yeah, we got a solid group. Everyone's going for the same thing, it looks like. And pacing has been pretty spot on.
I like that.
42:14 for the 10K. Oh, and a lot changed. I've been dropped by the main group. You can see them in the distance. It's just me and Julian. Julian's been kind enough to stay with me, feeding me constant motivation just to keep going. Heart rate's a little high right now for the 10K, but we'll see what we can do. 15K, 103.55.
Yeah.
103.55.
Don't chug it along.
Still going. Now, at this point, 1:30 seems out of reach, but at this point the goal changes to not giving up and running as absolutely as fast as I can for the rest of the race. Oh, it's just as big a challenge as chasing a time. Running the last 2.5 miles on my own. Oh, it got really windy. Right now it's not so bad, but crossing the lake back here, oh, so windy, and yeah, my heart rate is just a few beats away from maximum, so not really a sustainable run. Probably should have started with some. Oh, live and learn. No, thank you.
Keep it up.
Alright. I dig deep. I remind myself this is supposed to hurt. Right? It wouldn't be as fun if it didn't hurt. So maybe 132 at this point. Maybe just under 132. We'll see. Come on. Nels and Johnny, the ultra runners are out. Julian's back for a minute. 20k, 25:53.
Right.
Always great to have him at early events. I look at his whole race here online. It's always great to have him at early events. He runs the whole way with the
I remember you.
Oh, yeah.
You had to really adapt for this one.
Oh, I
because
bet.
it was, you know, it was nasty out last night.
I wasn't sure if you guys were going to have this today. Just okay, so that was actually a much harder effort than I thought I was going to put out. Now look, I did come out to run a half marathon. A half marathon is always going to be difficult, but I think I struggled more than I thought I was going to today. So that is actually a good thing. It didn't feel good at the time, but I'd say I put in a pretty good effort. My buddy Julian was very handy to have around. It's nice having someone to tell you to relax my shoulders, to hold the pace, we're doing well, just that encouragement for most of the race. So you already know it was 72 degrees Fahrenheit at the start, and I was thinking about recently when I ran the Toronto Marathon, and that was like low 40s at the start. So today's conditions were about 30 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than it was in Toronto. So with that in mind, it was a pretty challenging race because of the temperature. It rained on and off during the race. Right now, I don't know if you can see in the car, but it's raining. That's why I'm sitting in the car wrapping this up. But let me just inject in that the shoes. So I was running in the Cloudboom Echo 3, and I was really impressed with how they felt. Let's see, it didn't make my run easy, but that is more of an aerobic issue. Because of the warm temperatures and the wind, there were some actual physical things holding me back, but the shoes performed very well. And you know, when you're running in a fast pair of shoes, that sometimes you can kind of dial into them, you can tune into them, and I felt that I was able to think about the Cloudboom Echo 3 and kind of use that spring from the carbon plate. So yes, very happy. Definitely a solid race day shoe, and I would race in them again. But oh, I haven't told you my finishing time. So this is actually pretty good. I finished in 1 hour, 30 minutes and 30 seconds. I really thought I was going to be over 131, so that was pretty good. Unfortunately, when I crossed the line, I started talking to people and I forgot to stop my watch, which, I don't know, I wore 2 watches so I could get a precise time, at least by one of them, and I forgot to stop both of them. So luckily the chip time saved me, and all in all, a pretty good day. Unfortunately, I can't go and put my feet up right now. I'm going home, I'm going to shower and head off to work, but it was a good day to start the day. So yeah, 1:30:30. Yes, I'm happy because I put in an effort. You know, it's an ego check to not run as fast as you would like to. I know that you've all been there. You know, I wanted to run under 1:30, and I actually thought that I could have run 1:28 in the 1:27s. You know, like deep down, I thought I was maybe capable of that. But Today wasn't my day, but it was still a good day. So I'm happy. I gave it a solid effort. Let's see. If you made it to the end of this video, oh, I know. If you made it to the end of this video because I got a medal for finishing that race, why don't you drop the medal emoji in the comments so I know that you've made it all the way to the end. And with that, it's Matt B. This has been my running of the Sarasota Half Marathon in 2023. Be kind, be happy, run well. See you in a couple of days.